This is a 40-watt light bulb. If you leave it on all the time, it uses 1 kilowatt hour every day, and it's possible to express all forms of power consumption using this unit of the light bulb. I started measuring everything around my house, around my office, and I found some surprising things. First, I plugged in a phone charger, and it didn't even register on this power meter. It uses 1/100th of a light bulb of power. So I don't think the phone charger is going to be our #1 form of energy consumption. Just taking one hot bath every day uses the same energy, the same power as 5 light bulbs on all the time, non-stop. And I found I've been steadily using 40 light bulbs worth of gas for heating, making hot air and hot water, and that surprised me. Transport is one of the biggest forms of energy consumption. It uses about 1/3 of our energy. If you drive an average car 50 kilometers a day, that corresponds to having 40 light bulbs on all the time. Today, the average British person is using 125 light bulbs of power. That's 125 light bulbs on all the time, non-stop. Turning down the thermostat 1 degree will make a difference. It will reduce your energy consumption by 10% or so at home, but that's not enough to solve our energy problem. Individual actions alone won't get us where we need to go. But what the climate scientists advise us is we should be looking for 90% reductions. 200 people can be completely powered by one of these. The government's only given permission to put up 4 light bulbs per person worth of wind farms, so clearly that's not enough given that we're using 125 today. They're not putting them up fast enough. This is Sizewell B. It produces 4/10 of a light bulb of power for every person in Britain. That's more than all the wind farms in Britain today. If you don't like nuclear, every Sizewell you want to get rid of, you need an extra 2,000 wind turbines. We could technically live entirely on nuclear power, we just need a remarkable number of nuclear power stations. Britain's got impressive wave and tidal resources, but if you covered the entire coastline of Britain with wave machines, you would only get 4 light bulbs of power per person from wave power. At the moment we get 90% of our energy from fossil fuels, and we've become used to that. Obviously, if we stop using fossil fuels, then everything else we do has to roughly increase tenfold to make up for the loss of the fossil fuels. So obviously audacious things have to happen. We need to be talking about a tenfold increase in nuclear, a tenfold increase in wind, a tenfold increase in everything that we currently do. The advice from the climate scientists is we need to essentially get off fossil fuels by 2050. And that means it's possible as long as we get building now.